Hello friends, and welcome to Kurt Berglund's Baseball World. We've been doing vintage Status Pro baseball with dice only, no FACs, and we've been looking at data on my channel together, and I thought it'd be fun to get a game on the channel where you could see the team in action and see the game in action. This is the 1983 Milwaukee Brewers replay of the same team we've been talking about their stats periodically on the channel. This is game 32 of the season for the Milwaukee Brewers. We're using the as-played lineups, and because if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. The date is May 17th, 1983. We are at Milwaukee's County Stadium, and it's the Toronto Blue Jays visiting the Milwaukee Brewers today. Now, the Brewers today, coming into this game in my replay, are 18-13, which puts them one half game out of first place. So a win today could put them in the top spot. The opposing pitchers today are a couple of good ones. It's the veteran right-hander for the Toronto Blue Jays, Jim Clancy, against left-hander Mike Caldwell for the Milwaukee Brewers. So it's a righty for the Blue Jays and a lefty for the Brewers. One note, I guess, that's important is that Paul Molitor is injured and he's going to miss the next couple of games. So he will not be in the starting lineup, obviously, because we're using the as-played lineups, but I also will not be using him off the bench. He is unavailable. All right, so with all that said, let's get to the starting lineups for today's game. All right, for the Jays, here's the lineup. It is Lloyd Moseby leading off in center. Garth Orge will bat second at second base. Barry Bonnell will bat third and play left field. Cliff Johnson bats fourth. He's the DH. Jesse Barfield bats fifth, he's in right. Mickey Klutz bats sixth, he'll play third. Buck Martinez bats seventh, he's behind the plate. Willie Upshaw bats eighth, he'll play first. And Alfredo Griffin will bat ninth and play shortstop. Jim Clancy on the mound, he has a PB of 2 through 6 and an endurance of 16. All right. For the homestanding Brewers, leading off, it's Jim Gantner at second base. Batting second today for the first time this season, it's Cecil Cooper at first base. Robin Yount will bat third for the first time today. In this season, he'll bat third and play short. Ted Simmons bats fourth, he'll catch. Ben Ogilvy bats fifth, he'll play left. Don Money bats sixth in place of Molitor today at third base. Roy Howell bats seventh, he'll be the DH. Gorman Thomas bats eighth, he'll play center. And Charlie Moore will bat ninth, he'll be in right field. There's Mike Caldwell, he has a PB of 2 through 6 and an endurance of 18. All right, so there are your lineups for today's game. We do 5 dice. Eventually, we do the 3d6s to determine which card we're going off of, and then the 2 D8s to determine what happens after that. Lloyd Moseby stands in against Mike Caldwell, and we're ready to go, and that'll be on Moseby's card. A 9 is too high for Caldwell's 2 through 6, and this is an 83. So we will look at the out chart. It's in Lloyd's out range here. Moseby is an LP. And a 16 for an LP is a ground ball hit to Cecil Cooper at first base. He's going to take it himself, and there is one down in the first. Garth Orge up now. Caldwell's next delivery to him will be on Orge's card. Garth swings, and there's a base hit to left field. Drops in front of Ben Ogilvy. Benji throws it back in. There's one out, one on for the Jays. Now it's Bonnell. Caldwell the stretch and the delivery to him. The 1 tells us we're going to need an error check. But the 9 is outside of Caldwell's range, so it's on Barry's card. And a 32 is hit down into the left field corner. Ogilvy's got to go dig it out of there. We're going to need an error check. A double to left. We're going to hold Orge at third unless Benji makes the error. And he does not make an error, so it'll be second and third for the Blue Jays as Ogilvy gets the throw in. Second and third for the Jays with one out. Caldwell has 2 reductions. Now he's going to go from the belt. The pitch to the dangerous Cliff Johnson is on Cliff's card. Oh, and we got lucky. He's going to be in the out range. He's an RP. Brewer infield is playing back. The 83 for the RP puts it into center field and deep. Tagging is Orge. We got to check his speed. Garth is a B. So he's going to tag up and score on the sacrifice fly to Gorman Thomas, who makes the catch, gets the throw in. Barry Bonnell is going to, let's see. Bonnell will advance to third base as well. So there's another runner 90 feet away for the Jays. It's 1-0 Toronto. 2 outs though. Barfield at the plate. Caldwell the stretch, and the delivery is going to be off Barfield's card. A 75 is in the out range. And for the RP, it's a 62. And that is popped up. Drifting into foul territory is Robin Yount, and he's going to make the catch for the out. So the Jays get a run on a pair of hits and a sacrifice fly. We go to the bottom of the first, and it is 1-0 Toronto. Let's turn on some lights here, see if that helps the situation. Oh, maybe it does. All right. So Clancy will, and there you can see our reductions. Keeping track of those. Clancy will face Gantner and then Cooper and Yount in the Brewer first. Big Jim Clancy winds and deals to Gantner. That one's going to be on Gantner's card, and it's going to be a base hit to left. Drops in front of Bonnell, and Gantner's aboard. Cooper up now. Okay, nobody out. Gantner at first, Clancy the stretch, and the delivery to Coop is going to be on Cooper's card. Got a chance for a slugfest here today, but they're hitting the out range. 71 for an LP. Is a 16. That's grounded to Willie Upshaw. Slick fielder. Gloves it. Fires to Griffin. And the relay to Upshaw is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-3 double play turned by the Blue Jays. All right, so Willie Upshaw flashing the leather. Clancy kicks and deals to Yount. This will be on Clancy's card. And it's a 53 in Jim's out range. The RN is an 84. Hitting the air to right. Young Jesse Barfield under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3. So we've played 1, and it's 1-0 Toronto. Here comes Caldwell for inning number 2. Klutz, Martinez, and Upshaw are in his future. Caldwell kicks and deals to the Toronto third baseman. Klutz swings and hits it to right. He takes Caldwell the other way for a base hit, and he's on with a single to lead off the second. Here's Buck Martinez. Brewer infield at double play depth. Caldwell the stretch and the delivery to Buck. That'll be on Buck's card. And a 32 is, hey, struck him out. First strikeout for Caldwell. We got 1 out with 1 on in the Jays' second. Willie Upshaw up now. Caldwell the stretch, checks Klutz, and the delivery will be on Mike's card. 55 is in the out range. 86 for an LP is going to be to right field. Under it is Moore. Scrambling back to first is Klutz, and there are 2 gone. Here's Alfredo Griffin. Caldwell to stretch one more time, and the pitch to Alfredo will be on Alfredo's card, but in the outrange. He's an RN against Caldwell. And an 18 will be hit on the ground to Cecil Cooper. He's going to feed Caldwell covering this time, and that will retire the Jays in inning number 2. Mike Caldwell, coming into this game, is in our replay 1-3 with a 5.05 earned run average. So he's looking to bring that down. Clancy in the second will get Simmons, Ogilvy, and Money, the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the Brewer lineup. Updating the reductions. And here we go. Clancy kicks and deals to Simmons. It'll be on Ted's card. And it's an 63 is in the outrange, so it's an LN 23. Ground ball, Willie Upshaw. The defensive star of the Jays so far today will take it to the bag himself. There's 1 out in the bottom of inning number 2. But Jays 1, Brewers nothing. The pitch from Clancy will be on Jim's card. And 51's in Clancy's outrange. Ogilvy's an LP, and that's a 42. Ground ball to Garth Orge at second base. He's going to throw to Upshaw for out number 2. Don Money. Brewer bats have cooled off in my replays since a very, very hot start. The pitch from Clancy is going to be an 8. That's on Money's card. And 86 is in the outrange. Don is an RN, which means, of course, that he is in the health profession. Ground ball, Garth Orge. He's up with it one more time. Throws to Upshaw. And that'll retire Milwaukee in inning number 2. We go to the third, 1-0 Jays. This is Status Pro Vintage version. A lot of fun. I'm enjoying the replay of the 1983 Brewers. Going to do a couple games with the Brewers this week. Kind of get you, and then we'll come back to do some more stats with you later in the month. Caldwell winds and delivers to leadoff man Lloyd Mosby, and that's going to be on Mosby's card in the 34 is going to be trouble. That's going to be hit over Charlie Moore's head and one hop the wall. Charlie runs it down. Mosby around first. He's going to hold at second with nobody out. And here comes Orge. Jays with a good chance to score here in the third. Caldwell the stretch. The delivery to Orge is, we're going to need an error check. That's what that 1 tells us. The 7 puts it on Orge's card. It's in Garth's outrange for an RN. 66 is popped up into foul territory down the left field line. Here comes Ben Ogilvy. And, it's going to clank off his glove. Benji does not make the catch. He's going to get an E7, but it's in foul territory, so Orge just gets another pitch to him. Break for Milwaukee. Caldwell the stretch, the pitch to Orge. Going to be on Caldwell's card this time. And it's on the outrange, 57. Orge is an RN. 44 is hit on the ground to Robin Yount. He checks Mosby at second and makes the throw to Cooper for out number 1 in the third. Barry Bonnell up, 1 for 1. Caldwell the stretch and the delivery to Barry. That's going to be on Mike's card. 24. Base hit to right. Drops in front of Moore toward the line. Around third comes Mosby. He's going to score. Bonnell holds with a long single. And it's 2-0 Blue Jays. We'll update our reductions. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, 2-0 Jays, and here comes Cliff Johnson. Brewer infield moves to double play depth. Caldwell the stretch, and the delivery to Cliff will be a clutch defense. 22 for the RP. We're going to be checking the defense of Cecil Cooper. Cooper's defense is a 2 at first base. So, Cliff Johnson, we re-roll our D8s, and the ball is hit to Cooper. He knocks it down. He fires to Yount at second, and the relay to Caldwell at first is not in time. Cliff Johnson beats the rap. I would have liked to have seen that. And there are 2 outs for the Jays with Barfield coming up. Caldwell the stretch. The pitch to Jesse will be another clutch defense check. The RP is a 64. Center field. Gorman Thomas's clutch defense is a 2. Right there. And we're going to re-roll our D8s, see if he gets there. And a 52, he does get there. And that's going to be out number 3. Barfield hit it on a line, but Gorman ran it down for out number 3. After 2.5, it's Jays 2, Brewers nothing. Howell, Thomas, and Moore, the bottom third of the Brewer order coming in the bottom of the third. Roy Howell. Clancy kicks and deals. This will be a triple check. That's on the Z chart. And it's a 26 for the Z chart, which is batter pulls a muscle. Minor injury, but he must leave the game. Well, I got to call that one into question because I don't think there's much evidence Roy Howell had any muscles. No, I'm kidding. It's a joke. So we need a new DH for the Brewers. And I'm going to use Mark Brohard. So Brohard is on to basically pinch hit in the bottom of the third. All right, so Gorman's on deck. Clancy will wind and deal to the new Brewer DH, and that'll be on Mark Brohard's card. Brohard swings. It's on his out range. He's an RP. 87 is to right and deep. But Jesse Barfield goes to the warning track and doesn't need to go any further. There's 1 down. Gorman Thomas. Clancy kicks and deals. This will be on Gorman's card. Gorman swings and comes up with air. Hey, struck him out on the broccoli cauliflower medley with a little nacho cheese. Gas. 2 down in the bottom of the third. More. And that's going to be on Clancy's card with an error check. 56 is in the out range. 15 for the RN is popped up in foul territory. That's Buck Martinez country. Buck is an E1. And Buck Martinez drops the ball. So Charlie Moore gets another life. We've had a pair of foul ball errors in this game. Don't see that often. And here comes Clancy one more time for Charlie Moore. This is on Charlie's card. That's going to be an RN. That's going to be in the out range. A 68 for the RN is hit in the air to left. Barry Bonnell with plenty of room will put it away for out number 3. After 3 complete, Toronto 2, Milwaukee nothing at beautiful County Stadium. Doesn't exist anymore except as a park for the kids. It's called Hellfair Field, right in the parking lot for American Family Park, where the Brewers play now. And they reserve it, rent it out to little leaguers. The home plate for Hellfair Field is exactly where the home plate for County Stadium was. All right, so Caldwell is back on the bump against Klutz, Martinez, and Upshaw 6-7-8. The pitch from Mike will be on Mickey's card. 55. Hey, struck him out on a sinker. And that's one down. Second strikeout, though, for Caldwell. 1 down in the 4th. Caldwell kicks and deals to Buck Martinez. That'll be on Caldwell's card. Buck gets it in the out range. He's an RP. That's a 16. It's hit on the ground to Cooper. He gloves it and takes it to the bag himself. And there's 2 gone in the 4th. Now it's Willie Upshaw, the left-handed hitting first baseman for the Blue Jays. That is in the 2-6 range. So that's on Caldwell's card. 31. And he bounced that one to the screen. So we're going to do it again. Gets by Simmons. Upshaw now on his card, a 45. Hey, struck him out. The lefty-lefty matchup and the broccoli-cauliflower medley. Yes. Bottom of the 4th. Brewers coming with the top of the order now. Hoping to get something going. They had a leadoff single in the 1st from Gantner and haven't had anything since. 2-0 Jays. Clancy kicks and deals to the Brewers' second baseman. That is going to be on Gantner's card. 55 in the out range. LN is a 35, and that is grounded to Garth Orge. He's up with it and throws to Willie Upshaw for the out. Now it's Coop. Clancy winds and delivers. Going to be on Jim's card. A 5. And a 46 is in his out range for the LP. 35 is grounded to Garth Orge. One more time. He throws to Upshaw. And there's 2 down. Here's Yount. 0 for 1 for Robin. Clancy winds and delivers. Is a 6. So that'll be on Clancy's card with an error check. Here's Yount. It's in the out range. Robin with an RN. That is grounded to Alfredo Griffin at shortstop. Alfredo's error number is a 3 at short. So we're going to re-roll our D8s. And, he throws it in the dirt, but Willie Upshaw digs it out, and that will retire the crew in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the 5th. Toronto leading 2-0. Mike Caldwell will get Alfredo Griffin, and then the top of the order, Lloyd Mosby and Garth Orge in the top of the 5th. Toronto won yesterday's game, the first game of the series, 9-4. So the Brewers looking to get even in today's game in the series. The pitch from Caldwell to Griffin is going to be on Mike's card. Mr. Warmth. And there's a base hit to left field for Griffin. He is a threat to go. So they're going to have to hold him close. Here's Mosby with the lefty-lefty matchup. Caldwell the stretch. The delivery to Simmons, and there goes Griffin. Simmons is up with the throw, and he fires down to Robin Yount, but it's not in time. Griffin swipes second. Man in scoring position for Toronto in the top of the 5th with nobody out. Mosby behind in the count, 0-1. Caldwell the stretch, and the delivery is going to be on Mosby's card with an error check. Lloyd with a 43 is hit to right and deep. Back goes Charlie Moore, warning track, wall, and it's gone. Mosby takes the lefty out of here, and it's 4-0 Blue Jays. That's going to rack up some reductions. Caldwell now. Got to hold them where they're at. Give his offense a chance to do something against Clancy, but they've been silent so far. Caldwell, the pitch to Orge, will be on Caldwell's card. A 46 is in the outrange, and RN is a 72. Hit in the air to left. Ben Ogilvy is back a few steps, and he'll make the catch for out number 1. Now it's Bonnell. He's 2 for 2. Caldwell's delivery will be on Mike's card. Bonnell swings. It'll be in the outrange. And RN, a 15. And it's popped up. Ted Simmons throws the mask away. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Cliff Johnson is 0 for 1 with a sacrifice fly in this game so far. The pitch from Caldwell going to be on Cliff's card. And Cliff Johnson, that's in his outrange. He's an RP. A 61 is line drive gloved by Yount, and that will retire the Jays in the 5th. But they get 2 and extend their lead to 4-0. We're halfway through this one now. Clancy has faced the minimum for Toronto. He'll get 4, 5, and 6 coming in the Brewer 5th. Simmons, Ogilvy, and Money. Brewers have 1 base runner, a leadoff single by Jim Gantner in the bottom of the 1st. Clancy winds and deals. That'll be on Clancy's card from Simmons. And then in the outrange, Simmons and LN. A 31 is grounded to Garth Orge. He's up with it and throws to Upshaw for out number 1. That is Garth Orge's 5th chance in this game. Clancy's got the ground ball working. Ogilvy up now. Clancy kicks and deals. This will be on Clancy's card. A 77 will be in the outrange. Ogilvy's an LP. That's a 13. A line drive caught by Clancy. In self-defense, there's 2 down. Here's Money. 0 for 2 for Don. The pitch. Going to be in the Money's card. We're going to need an error check. 32. Outrange. 78 for the RN. Is hit in the air to center field. Lloyd Mosby's under it. Is he going to hold on to it? Yes, he is. And that'll retire the Crew in the 5th. We've played 5 complete. With your score, Toronto 4, Milwaukee nothing. Milwaukee fighting for first place in this game. It's Barfield, Klutz, and Martinez coming up in the Toronto 6th. Caldwell kicks and delivers. That'll be on Mike's card. Barfield takes a whack, and there's a base hit to right. Leadoff single for Toronto with Klutz coming up. Brewers going to get the bullpen moving now. It's Jim Slayton starting to throw. Caldwell just hasn't gotten it together yet for the Brewers in 83. Caldwell the stretch and the delivery to Klutz. Going to be on Mike's card. 54 is in the outrange. The infield is at double play up. That's a 42 for the RP. Line drive at Don Money at third base. 1 down in the 6th. Buck Martinez, another good double play candidate. Caldwell the stretch and the delivery to Buck. Going to be on Caldwell's card. And 11 is chopped on the infield. It's off of Caldwell's glove, and it's going to roll for a base hit toward Jim Gantner. He just puts it in his pocket. There's 2 on with 1 out now for Upshaw. Could be Caldwell's last batter. Griffin is on deck. Brewers have done nothing against Jim Clancy. Caldwell the stretch and the pitch to Upshaw. Lefty-lefty matchup. This is on Upshaw's card. That'll be in the outrange for the LP Upshaw. 18. Ground ball, Cooper. He fires to Yount for 1. The relay back to Cooper is in time for a rally-killing, soul-crushing 3-6-3 double play. Turned by Milwaukee. That saves Mike Caldwell in the game, at least for now, and takes us to the bottom of the 6th with the score Toronto 4, Milwaukee nothing. Here's Mark Brohard, the surprise DH, after Roy Howell pulled his muscle back in the 3rd inning. Bro is 0 for 1. Clancy kicks and deals. This is on Clancy's card. And it's a base hit up the middle for Brohard, the 2nd of the game for Milwaukee. Top of the 6th, leadoff man on. Here's Gorman Thomas. The pitch from Clancy is on Gorman's card. The swing from Gorman, hey, struck him out. Number 2 for Clancy, and they've both been Gorman Thomas. Charlie Moore coming up. Clancy, the stretch, checks Brohard, but he's not going anywhere. The pitch home, gonna be on Clancy's card. Moore in the out range, an RN of 15. Popped up. Buck Martinez under it. He tosses away the mask, and there's 2 down in the Brewers 6th. Gantner now. Clancy, the stretch, and the delivery is going to be on Gantner's card. And we're going to need an error check. And it's a base hit to center field. Drops in front of Lloyd Mosby. Lloyd Mosby's error number is a 2. 26 is too high, will not be an error. And so Brohard's going to stop at second. 2 on with 2 outs for Cooper. Clancy in his first jam of the day. The stretch, the delivery to Coop will be on Cooper's card with an error check. And Coop launches this one to left and deep. Back goes Bunnell. It's off the wall. Let's see how Barry plays it. He is an E2. He does not fumble it. We're going to get our first run of the game. Brohard scores. And are we going to waive Gantner? That's the question on America's mind. Gantner is a B base runner. And we'll check Bunnell's throwing arm. He is a T3. So a B and a T3. And there's 2 outs. First to home, a B and a T3 makes it 11 to 36, plus the 20 for 2 outs makes it 56 that he's safe. They're going to wait. Dave Garcia, the third base coach, is going to wave Gantner home. Bunnell hits Griffin with the cutoff. The relay to Buck Martinez is not in time, and it's a 2-run double for Cecil Cooper. The gap is cut now to 4-2, Toronto, with Robin Yount coming up. Got a whole lot of reductions to do now. He's up to 6. Yount is 0 for 2. Cooper at second. It's 4-2, Toronto, bottom of the 6th. Clancy with the stretch and the delivery. It's going to be an error check. And it's going to be a base hit to center field for Rockin' Robin Yount. Mosby charging hard to try and make a play at the plate, but the throw is cut off by Upshaw, and it's 4-3 Toronto, as Clancy seems to be losing a little bit of his stuff. We got a 1-run game in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Simmons. Toronto bullpen starting to get active. It's Jim Acker starting to throw, right-hander. And Simmons is 0 for 2. Clancy looking to get out of the 6th. The pitch going to be on Simmons' card. 44 is in the out range for an LN 66. is hit in the air to left toward the line. Barry Bonnell with good speed runs it down, and that retires the side. But the Brewers in the bottom of the sixth get 3 runs on 4 hits and get back in the ball game. They strand 1. We go to the 7th with your score: Toronto 4, Milwaukee 3, as Milwaukee battles for first place. All right, so we're in the top of the 7th. Griffin will lead off against Caldwell, and then we'll get to the top of the order with Mosby and Orge for Toronto. Griffin is 1 for 2. This is a Griffin's card. Going to be on Griffin's card. Alfredo, it's in his out range. He's an RN against Caldwell. That's a 65. And it's hit in the air to left, but not deep. Ben Ogilvy coming in a few steps and makes the catch for out number 1 in the 7th. Tom Tillman starting to throw for the Brewers now, along with Jamie Easterly in the Brewer bullpen. Slayton has taken a seat. Mosby is 2 for 3, the offensive star of the day for Toronto. The pitch is going to be on Caldwell's card. Mosby takes a whack at it and is in the out range. Lloyd with a 78 to right field, but not deep. Charlie Moore into right center a few steps is going to make the catch for out number 2. Now it's Garth Orge. Party on, Garth. Sorry, I had to get it in one time. Had to get it in one time, people. 1 for 3 is Garth. The pitch from Caldwell will be on Orge's card. Garth takes a swing, and it's going to be in the out range. It's the RN. 36 is grounded to Don Money at third. He takes a step to his left, gloves it, plants, and throws to Cooper for the out. Well, that retires Toronto in the 7th. It's time to stretch them out at Milwaukee County Stadium. With the score, Toronto 4, Milwaukee 3. We got a good one, Status Pro Vintage version. So it's Clancy facing Ogilvy, Money, and Brohard in the 7th. Clancy kicks and deals to Benji. That's going to be on Ogilvy's card. 76 is in the out range. Ogilvy's an LP. That's a 57. And that'll be grounded to Alfredo Griffin. Cuts it off from going up the middle, plants, and throws to Upshaw for out number 1. Here's Don Money. 0 for 2 for Don. The pitch to him will be on Clancy's card. 56 is in Clancy's out range. The 25 for the RN is grounded to Garth Orge. He's up with it and throws to Upshaw for out number 2. Clancy righting the ship after a shaky 6th inning. Here's Brohard. Clancy kicks and deals. This will be on Brohard's card. And 87 is an outrange. 86 for Bro, and the RP is hit to right field, right at Jesse Barfield, and that's going to retire the side in the 7th. Clancy retires the Brewers 1, 2, 3 in the bottom of the 7th. We go to the 8th with your score: Toronto 4, Milwaukee 3. Toronto in the 8th, looking for insurance, or as they say in Central Illinois, insurance. And we're going to expand our view of the score sheet just a little bit. There we go. Gives us a little bit more space for looking at the cards. There we go. All right, so Caldwell will face Bonnell, Johnson, and Barfield. Tillman and Easterly are ready in the Milwaukee bullpen. The pitch from Caldwell to Bunnell is going to be on Mike's card. Bunnell is 2 for 3, and there's a base hit up the middle for Bunnell. That's his 3rd hit of the game. Cliff Johnson coming up with Barfield on deck. That's going to do it for Caldwell. Harvey Keene coming out of the dugout, and he's going to raise his right arm for Tom Tellman, who has done yeoman work with a 176 earned run average on the season to date in my replay. All right, so Caldwell is done. He went 7+ innings. He allowed 10 hits. He didn't walk anybody. He struck out 3. And he allowed 4 runs. They're all earned. Yes, they're all earned. But Bunnell is his responsibility at first base. There's Tom Tellman. He's got a PB of 2 through 8 and an endurance of 8. So, Caldwell can lose the game. He cannot win it. Johnson at the plate. The infield is at double play depth. The pitch to Cliff will be on. It's going to be a clutch defense. Check. A 74 for the RP is center field. That's Gorman Thomas. He's a 2. And where's Barry Bunnell going? Gorman Thomas makes the catch. Bunnell running with his head down. Gorman's going to make the throw all the way to Cooper for an 8-3 rally-killing, soul-crushing double play. And that eliminates the Blue Jays base runners. So that's a big play in this game. 2 outs now in the top of the 8th with Barfield up. Tellman winds and delivers. This will be on Tellman's card. And it's a 27. Has struck him out. Pork and beans. Gas. We go to the bottom of the 8th with your score. Toronto 4. Milwaukee 3. Milwaukee hanging in there thanks to the base running gaff by Barry Bunnell. In the bullpen, it's Randy Moffett and Dave Geisel throwing for the Blue Jays as they try and get out of this with a 1-run win. All right, so who's coming up for Milwaukee? Well, it's the 8-9-1 batters, Gorman Thomas, Charlie Moore, and then Jim Gantner. Thomas is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. The pitch from Clancy will be on Clancy's card. And it's going to be in the out range. An RP of 15. Popped up. Buck Martinez. Under it. Throws away the mask and makes the catch for out number 1. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Toronto leads 4-3. Charlie Moore is 0 for 2. Clancy kicks and deals. This will be on Moore's card. And that's a 54 in the out range. It's an RN. 18. Ground ball Upshaw. He's going to flip to Clancy covering. And there's 2 down. Now it's Gantner. Brewers need some base runners. Clancy winds and deals to the man they call Gumby. Be on Gantner's card. And 87 is in the out range. No, it's a base hit for Gantner against the right-hander. 3rd hit for Gumby. He's on. And that's going to... That's going to get Bobby Cox out of the dugout, and that's going to be the end for Jim Clancy. All right, so they're going to the left-hander Dave Geisel to face Cecil Cooper for a lefty-lefty matchup. Clancy goes 7 2/3. He allows 7 hits. He doesn't walk anybody. He struck out 2. He allowed 3 runs. They're all earned. Gantner at first is his responsibility, but Clancy can only win this game. He cannot lose it. Randy Moffett is still throwing in the Blue Jay bullpen. Lefty-lefty matchup against Cooper. Robin Yount is on deck. The pitch from Geisel is going to be on Cooper's card with a 4-9. Coop with a 44. It's to center and deep. Back goes Mosby, and it's gone. The lefty-lefty matchup does not work. And Cecil Cooper with 4 RBIs on the day gives the Brewers a 5-4 lead. Wow. Out of the dugout comes Bobby Cox one more time. He wants Moffett. And that's the end for Dave Geisel, who faces 1 batter, gives up a home run, 1 run, but now Geisel's on the hook for the loss, unless the Blue Jays can rally in the 9th. Pete Ladd is starting to throw in the Milwaukee bullpen, the man they call Bigfoot. Maybe called upon for the save opportunity. Yount is 1 for 3. 2 outs, bottom of the 8th. Moffett, the pitch. Righty-righty matchup. This is going to be on Yount's card. Robin takes a whack, and it's a base hit to right. Blue Jay pitching falling apart here in the 8th. 5-4 Brewers. Simmons coming up. 0 for 3. Moffett is a 2-7 with an endurance of an 8. The pitch is going to be on Moffat's card. Simmons takes a whack. It's in the out range. He's an LN, and that's a 55. Ground ball Alfredo Griffin. He goes the short way to Orge at second, and that will retire the side. But the Brewers get 2 in the bottom of the 8th on a 2-run bomb by Cecil Cooper. And we go to the 9th. We're going to get a new pitcher from Milwaukee. It's going to be their short man, or they didn't call him closers in 83, but we'll call him their closer, Pete Ladd. And the Blue Jays have to get a run to stay alive in this game. So it's Klutz, Martinez, and Upshaw coming in the top of the 9th. They are scheduled, but out of the dugout pops a pinch hitter for Toronto, and that's going to be Rance Mulliniks to bat for Klutz. So we have a lefty-righty matchup now. Ladd is a 2-8 on the PB with an endurance of 5. Buck Martinez is in the on-deck circle. Pete Ladd, the wind and the delivery to Martinez. This will be on Ladd's card. Hey, struck him out. Pork and beans. Gas. Buck Martinez now. With 1 out, here comes Ernie Witt to bat for Martinez in the 9th. Willie Upshaw is on deck. Brewer fans going nuts. They're present for a big come-from-behind victory. The Brewers were down 4-0 in the 6th and came back. They're now leading 5-4. Ladd kicks and deals. This is on Ladd's card. The pitch to Witt. Going to be in the out range. Ernie Witt is an LP. That's a 21. Ground ball, Cecil Cooper. He's going to take it himself. And there are 2 gone. The last chance saloon is Willie Upshaw. On deck is Alfredo Griffin. Ladd winds and delivers to Upshaw. This will be on Willie's card. And Willie corks it to center and deep. Gorman Thomas, warning track, wall. off the wall. Gorman's got to run it down. Willie Upshaw around second, heading to third. The throw from Robin to Don Money is not in time. Willie Upshaw with a 2-out triple. And it's going to be Alfredo Griffin. Or is it? Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. Going to be Alfredo Griffin. Last chance saloon with Mosby on deck. Tying run 90 feet away for Toronto. Can Ladd close the deal? The stretch, the delivery. This will be a clutch defense check for Alfredo Griffin. He's an LN. A 36 is to Yount. Robin Yount's clutch defense is a 1. And it's nothing. No action occurs, so we got to redo it. Ladd one more time with the from the stretch and the delivery. This will be on Ladd's card, but with an error check. 56 is in the out range for Griffin, who's an LN. It's a 25. Line drive at Cooper, and you don't make errors on line drives, so that ends the ball game. The Brewers come from behind and take this one 5-4. Let's give you the totals. For the victorious and homestanding Milwaukee Brewers, 5 runs, 7 hits, and they committed 1 error. The Blue Jays, 4 runs, 11 hits, and they also committed 1 error. The winning pitcher is Tom Tellman. Tellman is now 2-0. The save goes to Pete Ladd. It is Pete Ladd's 6th save of the season. The loss goes to Dave Geisel. The Brewers are now on the replay 19-13, and pending the outcome of the game, the rest of the games tonight, and this is the month of May, so it would be, I gotta check, they may be in first place now. But we're going to do another Brewer game later this week against Toronto, continuing this homestand. I hope you'll join us. Thanks for being with me. This is Status Pro Vintage version with the dice only, no fast action cards. Hope you enjoyed it, everybody. Have a wonderful day. So long, everybody.